if you're trying to be a better student in life, all you gotta do is be curious. All you gotta do is be curious. Curiosity is the key to breaking free from cycles, to discovering opportunities, and to solving problems. Sometimes problems you didn't even know you had. It's the Curiosity is basically the foundation for growth for everything, for financially, personally, even as a mom. So, thank goodness there are a couple things that we can do to fulfill this newfound curiosity that we have. Um, Plenty. You can read a book. Being curious is easy. You can read a book. You can find something to be fascinated with in general. Um, Myron Golden said it best for me, and it is fine. What was it? God's creativity on display. And that's the best way that I've learned how. So for me, I find it fascinating. And there's a lot of things that I find fascinating. Just the resemblances that you see in nature and in human beings. So, for instance, when a woman breastfeeds, there is a flow in two different directions. And if you have seen the inside, and if you've seen a diagram, you'll see that it looks like a tree, roots and the tree blossoming. So that resemblance is interesting. So is lightning and veins. So I'm with you. If you like to nerd out on stuff, that's definitely me. But I find a lot of things fascinating, and whatever it is that piques your curiosity, reach out. Like it could be as simple as if you're a waitress, you got a lot of people to talk to and ask questions with, and that's where I believe I'm not gonna say where my curiosity started, but that's where I got started really coming into contact with a lot of people and really getting to ask questions and getting to know people and mannerisms and just learning new things from new people of all walks of life. And you don't have to be outgoing or social or anything to be curious. It's just one of the ways that I learned to be. Um, I love to read books. I definitely don't have as much time as I did before I had children to read books. It's definitely a little bit harder to sit down and read a whole book, but it happens. It does happen. If you want to be the book club with me, let me know. Or my accountability partner. That's really funny. Just somebody who's going to help me finish a whole book. Because me and this 3/4 of a book, we got a problem. But ask a question. Wherever. Ask your partner a question. Ask a question at work. Ask a question about the internet. Ask a question about your 401k or a 401k in general. Learn learn one thing new every day intentionally. When you wake up, set out to learn one new thing. If you can, at the end of the day, write that thing down and then write down one other thing that you learned and start keeping track of things and jump down a rabbit hole or two. Don't spend too much. Don't come fuss at me because I told you to do it, but you need a new perspective sometimes on new things. Like you can't progress. Like if you're stuck in the same mindset and you believe the same things, how you gonna do better? And what if you're wrong? If the concepts that you follow and the ideas and principles that you're following, what if you're wrong about it? You need to be opened up to that. You can't be mad. Don't be mad at the messenger. Don't be mad at me. Now I ain't even talking to you. I'm talking to the person in the other room. But it 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 takes nothing to get worse. You have to be intentional about progressing, and that's everywhere in life too. I mean, that's not even just with us and human beings. That's with your house. Think about how easy it is for a house to start falling apart. It's leaves falling on the roof. Now they stuck in the gutters, and now water's coming down the downspout, and you don't have anything protecting the soffits and the fascia, all this stuff that protects the house. Now it's a trickle down effect, and everything's getting ruined. You don't have to do nothing but to let your house to deteriorate. I know you be seeing people's front yards, especially if nobody lives there. If it's a house that's not maintained, that stuff, it'll just grow wild. And because that's what it's supposed to do. Because that's what nature said. That's a principle. So I encourage you to ask questions if nobody else does. I know in school we learn that, or we maybe we felt like there were dumb questions, but I honestly feel like the only dumb question is the one that you didn't ask, the one that I didn't ask. So I don't know if it's because of emotions. I don't know if it's fear. I don't know if it's just somebody else not knowing we don't know something. Like, I don't care. There's no, and I think that comes from reading so much, because the more you read, the more you understand, the more you don't know. The more you know, the more you know you don't know. And I guess that just makes me open to asking questions. Like, I don't pretend to know nothing, or I don't pretend to know everything about anything. I mean, there's just so much to know. It just opens you up to another rabbit hole and learning something else new. So it's curiosity did not kill the cat. I don't know how else. If you don't ask the question, you don't know. If you never ask, you never know. Um, it's like, how does the saying go? When you ask questions, you open doors. That's what I was looking for. When you ask questions, you open doors. Don't sit in front of a shut door, a locked door. Like, at least knock. Like, hey, yo, can I come in? Can you up? Don't sit there. Closed mouths do not get fed. Another way to say it. But I mean, my husband will tell you one of my favorite words is interesting. And when I say that, most of the time I do genuinely mean that. Tell me more. I mean, there's so many perspectives in the world, and we should be most open, or more open, I'll say at least more open to perspectives that are not the same as ours. I'm not saying you have to adopt their mentality or sink to their level, because I know that's not what I'm saying, but there is a way. Be curious, ask the question, wonder, ponder, fascinate. Find something to dive into. If I had to say there's one thing that I want to learn that I haven't even started, because I know it's going to be a task, but I know it's what I want to do, is to learn Hebrew. I want to be able to read it, and I definitely want to be able to speak some. So that, I guess I will commit to that. If you commit to telling me what you're going to be curious about today, I'll start tomorrow morning. So, with that being said, let me know in the comments, and I will get out of here. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow.